Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. I'm supposed to land on Zoria to help Zaeed with some of his personal business, so let's do that. I'll take Jack with me, and I'll give her some clothes because I feel bad for her going around, all of those, alien planets with nothing but basically a bra. It's not even a full bra, it's just a couple of straps covering her nipples. Whereas this is some kind of a leather jacket and some pants. So, that seems better suited to going around. I'm not really that big of a fan of the shades, but okay, I'll take the one that has a broader radius.
Tapping into Blue Sun's communications. Stay tight and look out for ambushes.
Squad Bravo, a shuttle landed near your location. Check it out.
Here we go. Keep close. Shot in the back and left to rot. That's definitely Vito's style. Let's push ahead.
Command to Bravo, take a position. Likely these people are not runaways. Report to base. Armed intruders incoming at the southern checkpoint.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I need to take... Okay, I guess I can't take the stairs. At least not from here. Although there was there was something here. Okay, it's a medkit.
If any of you retreat while the intruders are still alive, I'll kill you myself. Now get the hell back out there!
Vito. Sounds like he hasn't changed.
I get the feeling you have a past with this Vito.
I knew he was a sadistic bastard back when we started the Blue Suns. The Suns only got meaner after he staged his little coup 20 years ago. So yeah, we have a past.
Why didn't anyone tell me you founded the Blue Suns?
Because it's not common knowledge. Vito wiped me out of the records. He ran the books, I led the men. Worked real well for a while. Then Vito decided to start hiring Batarians. Cheaper labor, he said. Goddamn terrorists, I said.
20 years is a long time to hold a grudge.
A grudge? Vito turned my men against me. He paid 6 of them to restrain me while he put a gun to my head and pulled the trigger. For 20 years, I've seen that bastard every time I closed my eyes. Every time I sighted down on a target. Every time I heard a gunshot. Don't you call that a goddamn grudge?
You survived a gunshot to the head?
Yeah. And you survived your ship getting disintegrated. A stubborn enough person can survive just about anything. Rage is a hell of an anesthetic.
No. Because I didn't survive. I was dead and they brought me back. Which is stupid, but still, it's a different situation. Like, I feel this is very improbable. Although, I guess people do survive getting shot in the head, even when they do it to themselves. You know, when they are trying to kill themselves, people have shot, cleanly through parts of their skull and survived. But what's weird to me is that, it wasn't a glancing blow in Zaeed's case. He had, like, almost half of his skull blown off, I do believe, if you look at the pattern of his scar and the eye that he, that was gouged out in the process, because one of his eyes is markedly different.
We better get moving.
Which is either a prosthetic of some kind or just...
Where's the southern axis? All squads mass at the gatehouse, now!
They know we're here. Bring it on, you son of a bitch!
Look at this. Yeah, look at this. It would have to be something, the wound would be somewhere around this size, which would include his actual eye and eye socket, which were later reconstructed. Which, I do buy that it's possible in the technology of this universe, but what I have trouble understanding is, I think for this to be plausible, he would have to receive medical attention, right away.
Squad Charlie, Delta, mass at the gatehouse.
Which is obviously not what happened. It's quite a nice view. What isn't nice is the copious amounts of slave labor.
Zaeed Masani, you finally tracked me down.
Vito.
Don't be stupid, Zaeed. I have a whole company of bloodthirsty bastards behind me, ready to kill or be killed on my command. Actually, take your shot. Give my men a reason to put you down like the mad dog you are. Again. What was that? Gone nearsighted, old friend.
Burn, you son of a bitch.
You just signed your death warrant, Masani.
What the hell are you doing?
Opening the gate.
We don't sacrifice lives for the sake of the mission. There's always a better way.
Like what? Wandering out in the jungle for hours looking for another way in. You want to waste time out here, go ahead. I'm gonna kill Vito.
You're endangering lives and the mission for your own selfish revenge.
You really want to do this, Shepard?
I had to knock you the hell out. But thanks to you, we have a burning refinery to save.
Let these people burn. Vito dies, whatever the cost.
No, because you're not in charge here.
I've got nothing!
Nothing can stop me!
Eat that!
And obviously, I'm not going to sacrifice innocents for Zaeed's petty revenge, because that's a very straightforward choice in my book. It's not even some kind of a complicated, weigh the consequences kind of deal where either way something good and something bad happens. Killing Vito is irrelevant compared to all of the people that are in danger. Obviously it isn't for Zaeed, but the problem is, if you're him, that I don't particularly care about what he wants. Like, I care, but only insofar as I can help him without compromising my morals.
Help! We're trapped! We can't get to the gas valves to shut them off! The whole place is gonna blow!
No time. Vito's probably halfway to the shuttle docks by now.
You're willing to watch these people die?
Damn right I am. We stop to help these people and Vito gets away. And if he gets away, I'm blaming you.
We're here to free these people. We're going in.
I knew this was a mistake. If we're gonna do this, we'd better get to it.
What I don't understand, and it's a bit contrived, is why can't Zaeed go after Vito anyway? It's not like we are, it's not like our fates are magically intertwined where he literally can't go anywhere unless I go with him.
Now what's this? This is valuable.
Okay, M451 Firestorm, which is a flamethrower, and also possibly a reference to Fahrenheit 451. Because, you know, burning stuff, burning books specifically, was a big plot point in that story. So I feel that, you know, a flamethrower having that number associated with it might very well be a reference to that. I guess I can give it... Okay, it's actually not that effective against health. It's pretty effective against shields, which is a bit backwards if you ask me. A flamethrower? Should be ridiculously effective against unarmored people. Is that a Fallout reference? Because this door does very much look... okay, I guess it doesn't very much look like a vault door. It was only a passing resemblance from a distance.
First person to bring me Masani's head gets something special in their paycheck. You brought Shepard with you, and you still don't have a chance.
This'll put him down.
I took your blue sons. I took your life. Now I'm taking it again.
Not just.
Take a knee now, Zaeed, and maybe I'll forget this ever happened. Let that loser die. You can walk out of here alive. Never should have come here, Zaeed. Did you forget who you were dealing with? Get ready, Zaeed. Here it comes.
Hell of a shot. That fuel tank's coming loose. Shoot it! Bring it down on top of him.
I think I missed my chance.
Incoming. That's it. Shoot it down. Who's next? Hostiles down. Hostiles down.
Okay, I better not shoot this because, to be honest, this is going over my own head, kind of.
hell of a shot.
Shields have failed.
Lost contact! There's the target! Time to die!
Right. They're as good as dead.
Got no shield.
Lock and load.
Heading into the kill. Watch the landing.
Eat that! Heads up!
Which way to the objective? So I would prefer to explore other things first. Okay, other way. So, Okay, not quite sure what's the purpose of this. This kind of looks like an important gate. Okay, I think I'm ready to go.
Not this time, Zaeed, you son of a bitch. See you in another 20 years.
You just cost me 20 years of my life. Ah! Son of a bitch! Oh,
Zaeed, you alright?
the hell do you care? I'm fine. Now come on, get me out of this shithole.
I'm not sure I need a man like you on my ship.
If you didn't need me, Cerberus wouldn't have paid my fee. I'll do what I was paid to do. Nothing more, nothing less. Now stop screwing around. Let's go.
You put your own goals ahead of the mission. That's not the way this works.
I've survived this long watching my own back. No time to worry about anyone else.
You're part of a team now, Zaeed. There's no way we can do this unless we're all working together.
You have a point. I'm not done with Vito, but I can put that behind me long enough to get your mission done. Let's get the hell out of here.
Edenfell, Ashfeld, Raffinery and Zoria has been liberated, though the company will have to spend millions to rebuild. Although Vito Santiago escaped, Zaeed has accepted Shepard's command and appears focused on the mission.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal. I bumped into Zaeed recently. Quite the character. Given how much violence and destruction that man's seen, he's surprisingly well adjusted. Still, I wouldn't want to be alone with them. Anyway, what's up?
That'll be all.
Take care.
Untitled. Hey Shepard, heard I have to thank you for getting me out of purgatory. Sent a ship to round me up, but they didn't. But they didn't weapons check good enough. I'm going to carve your name instead of mine into my next victim as thanks. Got anyone you need dead? You did take a shot at me though on the way out, so I have to kill you. You know how it goes. Dad taught me that you let anybody hurt you, they get ideas, so you have to make sure to send a message. Not like I'm sending now though. See you around. The people who live here are coming back and it's showtime. Look around for your name. I'll make sure you find it before I find you. Billy. Now, unfortunately, you never do run into any,
I've got an appointment with Shaira in 3 months. I can't wait.
We're flying into the eye of the storm, and you're thinking about some Asari prostitute?
Hey, watch it. It's not like that at all. She's... You won't understand unless you meet her.
There is some situation in which you would find corpses with the name Billy scratched into it, which could actually be quite a cool side quest where you have to grapple with the guilt of, as you were trying to accomplish your mission, you let genuine criminals escape from that place. And there could be, some kind of a responsibility, some kind of a consequence for that.
Commander.
I assume everything is going well up here?
This thing wants to fire me over a joke. Okay, I said I'd flash the AI core, but I was kidding. And we'd only lose a few systems. Nosy ones.
To clarify, human resources adjustments are not actually under my authority.
Then why? Why are you always picking on me?
My replies were intended to provoke, though not to cause distress. Your reactions are atypical of most humans. You are interesting.
She pushed your buttons to get a rise out of you. About time you were on the receiving end.
Yeah, great. I just got worked by the intercom.
It was not my intent to breed hostility, Mr. Moreau, but you did instigate our interaction.
Okay, but think of it this way. Shut up.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last. I'm not saying anything about Jack. I'm not stupid. Zaeed is like you, but takes checks. As long as it's not my money, we're good. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
I'm not sure if the crew will have anything to say, but I will check. I don't want the flamethrower though. I'm not a super big fan of it. To be honest, out of those, I'm not a super big fan of anything. I guess I'll take the singularity projector for now. At least it's pretty flashy when it.
Commander, can I help you with something?
When it kills groups of infantry.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Not at the moment. Think I've unlocked collector interest in humans. Wait, no. Only one heart. Krogan have 2. Scratch that. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Okay, heavy weapons ammo. Obviously, I'll take that. To be honest, okay, this is a pretty cool weapon as well. It's a bit overkill, but I might research it just for shits and giggles. But I kind of want to get all of the critical upgrades first, and then when I have enough left. Although, to be honest, I'm scanning every planet like a goddamn OCD consumed madman. So I might as well just research everything, just to have it. Cerberus assault armor is designed for shock troops who are expected to turn the tide of battle against creatures or forces that would decimate normal soldiers. The troops demanded 3 things in its designs: a shield and armor thick enough to last against a superior foe, a rechargeable pack to extend heavy weapon power cells. The only drawback of the armor is the weight, which the troops carry as a point of pride. They have a saying: out of shape going in shape coming out. Okay, I'll just research everything, just because I can. There's literally no one that can stop me. Collector's main weapon uses the same particles as a human assault rifle, but its organic components clearly set it apart. Its power source seems to be an internal organ with biotic capacitance. Its ammunition resembles pellets of metallic enamel that strip shields of enemies with deadly efficiency. Cerberus adapted this suit for you out of salvaged Collector technology. The Collector's hidden armor is flexible and even tougher than the than ballistic fibers. Its organic construction allows it to be self-healing, and the muscle-like tissue that assists movement ensures it's comfortable to wear despite its weight. Shepard takes 50% less damage from melee attacks. By reinforcing the skeleton with a synthetic weave, bones can be made almost unbreakable. In the event of bone trauma, Medigel conduits allow for bone regeneration in a matter of days. Built specifically for Cerberus field officers, the Inferno armor has a VI dedicated to recognizing signs of distress and medical trauma. This application helps assess soldiers, but can be useful in any high-risk situation. The Inferno's microframe computer also manages biotic amp and omnitool power, and microservos help the wearer movement to counteract the armor's weight. The Lieberschaft 2180 shotgun, or the Eviscerator, is of human civilian design and has a unique ammunition generator. Where most modern firearms shave off chips or pellets from an ammunition block, the M22 shaves off serrated metal wedges designed to fly aerodynamically. This dramatically improves its armor-piercing capabilities, and its tight grouping helps wound ballistics at longer range than standard shotguns. The design also violates several intergalactic weapon treaties, so the M22 is not distributed to militaries. First of all, it can't violate intergalactic weapon treaties because, as far as we know, this is the only settled galaxy. We don't have contact with any other galaxies, so there can't be an intergalactic law. But you know. Cryo-round technology is used to modify standard weapon slugs. A cooling laser collapses the ammunition in the Bose-Einstein condensate, a mass of supercooled atomic particles capable of snap-freezing impacted objects. Normandy's scientists have found a way to apply this technology on a large scale. By generating a Mass Effect containment bubble, this proof of concept large weapon technology is effective against armor, shields, and biotic barriers. It is nicknamed the Cryoblaster. Rapid-fire missile launcher with seeking projectiles, effective against armor, shields, and biotic barriers. Missile launchers are surfacing with increasing frequency among the Terminus system's mercenary bands, but their origin is unknown. Each projectile features a friend or foe recognition system, ensuring it will find a hostile target, though not necessarily the one in its crosshairs. In urban situations, it is useful to take out snipers and other entrenched enemies, so it is popular with the Blue Suns mercenary band. It is nearly impossible to duplicate, as it uses fabrication rights management technology. Well, apparently I just duplicated it, so the technology can't be worth that much. M920 Kane. The effectiveness and efficiency of Mass Effect-based weapon technology has rendered large-scale development of highly explosive weaponry all but obsolete in infantry weapons. Normandy scientists have prototyped a modified version of traditional high-explosive round that is applied to a 25-gram slug. When it's accelerated to 5 km per second, the round is devastating. Though technically an inaccurate label, this prototype weapon is nicknamed the Nuke Launcher, as its high explosive matrix generates an archetypical mushroom cloud on impact, inflicts high damage with a very large area of effect, very effective against armor, shields and barriers. Okay, I think that's all for now. I'll keep with this, because this only heals my scars, and I'm not I don't want that to happen, so I'm not going to buy it. I might buy it at the end of the game, when I buy literally everything else. I guess I can give the cryo projector a chance.
Back for more. Hell of a mission down there on Zoria. Can't believe Vito got away. 20 years of tracking gone, just like that. But I gotta let that go. We have more important things to do. I knew this girl once, Asari. Good head on her shoulders. We had this whole thing going until she sold me out to the Blood Pack. Put a sour note on the relationship. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
So, Kenneth, did you know we've got a crazy woman squatting down in the subdeck?
What? If she touches anything, I'll kill her.
Oh, and the only thing she wears from her waist up is tattoos.
Oh, maybe I should go down and welcome her aboard.
And she's a murderer, has biotic powers that could crush you with a blink, hates everyone in Cerberus.
Damn it, girl. Stop toying with me.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm really not a fan of the shades. Like, I think she gets a better outfit once I get her loyal.
Tell me about you, Jack. What are you up to?
Still checking out your ship. Wouldn't mind putting her through her paces when you're not around.
I doubt Joker would appreciate that. At least not while we're working.
Relax. Joyriding doesn't have the thrill it used to. Besides, if I wanted it, I'd take it.
That's so.
I've been around. Ran with gangs, wiped out some gangs, joined a cult. Kept the haircut. I learned how to survive and not be a victim.
It's hard to imagine you in a cult. That usually involves a lot of rules.
I was looking for answers. Drugs and sex and going to a better place. A better place, right. It was all about money. They wanted to take a colony, shake the suckers down to fund their spread, and guess who was their ace in the hole? They were just like the rest. Didn't give one shit about me.
What did you do when you found out?
What do you think?
You must have met some good people, too.
Everybody wants something, and because of that, everything is fair game. Murder, assault, kidnapping, drugs, stealing, arson. Done it all. And that's the boring shit. Piracy, theft of military craft, destruction of a space station, and vandalism. That was a good one.
Military's a hard target. Bet that made you some friends.
Shouldn't have left the thing unlocked. Besides, parades are boring. I helped.
A space station. You're pushing what I can believe.
Ain't saying it was easy. Not everything is spur of the moment. Sometimes you gotta work to give people what they deserve. Had some people I hung with for a while. Outlaw colony. Felt like they were like me. Guess that made us a nice target. Turians think they know something about a scorched earth response. Fuck 'em.
You were a pirate, too?
Ties in with the kidnapping. If you hijack a passenger ship and don't kill everyone, anyway. Good lesson. Simpler to just kill them all.
I'm surprised you'd even mention vandalism in that bunch.
That's what the Hanar call it when you crash that space station I mentioned into one of their moons and make a new crater. They really liked that moon.
Do you ever wonder if you could have done things differently?
No.
Shouldn't you?
There's no reason I should be alive, but I am. You know why? Instinct. It's worked for me so far, and I'm not gonna change. Hey, Shepard. No one's ever asked me about this shit. It's strange to talk about. So fuck you. And thanks for asking.
Yeah, really not a fan of the shades. They look dumb.
So the collectors did take New Canton?
Yes, but my wife and daughter left in the nick of time. They're resting in San Francisco as we speak.
That's great news.
It is, but I knew a lot of good people in New Canton. Our mission has to succeed.
Thank God Shepard's in command.
Yeah, thank God for that, although Shepard is a bit of a creep. Periodically walking into the room just to listen on their conversations, refusing to elaborate and leaving.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Shepard. Need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Hesano is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. 200 years ago, an independent Volus prospector found the mangled wreck of a Protean starship trapped within the trailing Lagrange point. Few artifacts from the wreckage have been recovered. The prospector, Lumen Kreop, was canny enough to keep the hulk's existence to himself. He sold its location to a Turian paleotechnology firm for nearly 1 million credits. Since then, Hasanov's Lagrange points, rings and moons have been combed over by fortune hunters seeking to strike it rich the same way. Thus far, no additional artifacts have been recovered. Melee is a common ammonia-methane ice giant with 23 moons. It has no particularly distinctive features. Odast has an abundance of heavy metals and radioactives. It is heavily exploited by mining concerns based on Ilium. 43 years ago, a council spectre arrived to investigate reports that the businesses were selling platinum, a strategic metal, to pirate groups in the terminus systems. The result of her investigation were never released, but no deaths were reported. Population 11,640. Capital Joras. Celas's cratered surface is ancient. Parts of the highlands have been unchanged for nearly 3 billion years. The layers of overlapping craters stand as a testament to the violence of the system's creation. Celas is tidally locked to Lista and has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon, with helium occasionally blowing in via solar winds.
Detected an anomaly.
ZEONA has a thin atmosphere of sulfur dioxide and trioxide created by volcanic outgassing. There are traces of water vapor in the atmosphere, but over the last 5 centuries of the observation, particle counts have decreased 4%. While not habitable by any spacefaring species, there is abundance of native sulfur-devouring bacteria that thrives around the world's many volcanic vents. Interestingly, these bacterium bear genetic similarity to the native life of Ilium, suggesting either a panspermia spread of microbes via asteroids or accidental contamination of the original environment but by careless spacefarers.
Probe launched. Away. Something on our sensors.
Scans have located the Hammerhead exploration vehicle and also show an active data storage site that may contain information as to the whereabouts of Drs. Case and Oloy.
Far too often. I'm going to stay at the next site with Dr. Oloy. I think we'll be safer there.
You got it. On my way. fighting vehicle. This is your onboard VI. Mission objectives located. Acquired.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be the original introduction. Original introduction to that vessel. Because it gives me all of the tutorials, which makes doing the other thing first kind of seem wrong. But obviously I had no way of knowing that the Overlord DLC is going to contain sections with the Hammerhead because I've never played it. Okay, so this was a very heavy-handed tutorial. This first assignment doesn't even include any enemies. I found the wreckage of the freight fighter. Found the wreckage of the freighter MSV Rosalie. M44 Hammerhead acquired. Recovered research data. Good work on recovering the Hammerhead in one piece, Commander. It will prove useful. Also, the data recovered from MSV Rosalie's emergency beacon contained a significant intel on a few planets that Dr. Kais and Dr. Aloy investigated. ED has added the locations to your galaxy map. We hope that one of them leads you to the Protean site. Despite Dr. Kais's obvious instability, he's proven to be a brilliant and dedicated scientist. If you salvage more of his logs or journals, it would greatly help our efforts. We still don't know how the Geth are tracking Dr. Kais, so be careful.
have used half our fuel.
Okay, so it's not even in this cluster. Okay, I will wrap that up before proceeding to more
Commander,
important
you
stuff.
received a new message at your private terminal.
But first, I wanted to check what advanced training is. Is it just retraining? Through intensive training, Shepard can learn to use a single bonus power. Obtaining more loyal squad members will increase the numbers of powers available for Shepard. Shepard can complete this research project multiple times. Each time there is a project to be completed, Shepard selects a new bonus power, and any points already spent transfer to the newly selected bonus power. Okay, so I can get a power that's basically that corresponds to my squad mates' loyalty power. That's actually pretty cool, and I might invest into that, because I'm not really that enamored by the concept of special ammunition, although it's actually pretty useful when you think about it, because it applies to your auto attack. But once I max out the AI hacking and this, I might actually consider getting one of those other powers to supplement myself. Hebat is a methane ammonia ice giant. When heavy metal exomining of China won the bidding rights to develop the moon of Presrop in the Century system, it began establishing the helium-3 refueling facility on Hebat. The station, completed this year, is considered a model facility by the executives of the state-run company. Though the station produces more than enough fuel to supply the HMEC ships running to and from Century, it has a crew of only a dozen for maintenance and oversight. Nearly all day-to-day operations are automated. The first and larger of the two gas giants in the Hawking Eta gateway system, Teshub is composed mainly of hydrogen and helium. The brown and orange coloration of its upper cloud decks is caused by the upwelling of sulfur from the lower levels of the atmosphere. Toropto is a typical ice giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in its atmosphere. It has over 100 moons and an extensive ring system composed of pulverized rock, presumably a debris from shattered moons. A terrestrial world of average size, Cantra's atmosphere is composed of nitrogen and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of tin, with deposits of calcium. Aside from some spectacular formations of water ice at the poles, the planet has little to recommend it. Hera has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and xenon. The surface is icy and composed of sodium oxide with deposits of calcium. It contains a few unremarkable metals, but mainly consists of rock. The presence of canyons and flood plains indicates that liquid water once existed, suggesting Tamahera had a thicker, insulating atmosphere in the past. Clendagon is an arid terrestrial, slightly larger than Earth, but with a lower density that reflects the relative lack of heavier elements. The crust is composed of tin and aluminium, with a wide desert of dust-fine sand that are easily stirred by the wind. Clendagon's most striking feature is the Great Rift Valley that stretches across the southern hemisphere. What is most fascinating about the rift is that it does not appear to be natural. The geological record suggests that it is a result of a glancing blow by a mass accelerator round of unimaginable destructive power. This occurred some 37 million years ago. I am pretty sure this planet actually appeared already in Mass Effect 1. But obviously... now you have a greater perspective for understanding what sort of battle it might have been that left that valley. Rihali is a typical hydrogen-helium gas giant. It is notable because none of its moons is larger than 12 kilometers in diameter, a rare trait among the charted gas giants of the galaxy. Linosa is a hydrogen-helium gas giant. It is surrounded by several thin air rings of debris. Analysis of debris has been difficult due to the extreme age and fragility, but several apparently nano-manufactured materials have been identified. This leads to the theory that the inhabitants of Etamis mined the atmosphere for helium-3. Etamis is a super-terrestrial world, larger than Earth. It is in the post-garden state that clearly shows evidence of attack from space. While now waterless, the shores of the former oceans show patterns of cratering, too regular to be anything but saturation bombardment by Dreadnought-class kinetic weapons. Although it is unclear how, most of the atmosphere has been lost. Archaeologists have found little of note. It appears that all settled regions were touched by the global bombardment. The few relics found suggest that an advanced spacefaring culture thrived on the world somewhere between 20 and 40 million of years ago. The level of antiquity makes it impossible to estimate the world's former population or guess whether it was the race's homeworld or a colony. A typical Venusian greenhouse world, Atahil is only of note for a few scattered craters. Though flattened by millions of years of high pressure, the marks of orbital bombardment strikes are unmistakable. It is generally accepted among the academics that whoever hailed from or settled Schwarzschild's second planet, Atamis, must have had outposts on Atahil as well. Serao is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. Its most obvious features are a pair of gigantic storm cells, one of the northern hemisphere and one in the south, while richer in helium-3 than Azula. The difficulties of its extraction from Serao's gravity well in stormy atmosphere led to the other gas giant's development. Serao has only over 80 moons, ranging from the radius of 50 to 2,000 kilometers. The Asari Tersicore Council has established an observation post on one of the larger moons to study the planet's twin storm system. Azula is a small, dense ice giant with high concentrations of water, ammonia and methane. A few automated helium-3 fuel stations have been established to refuel the ore freighters shuttling to and from Kornag. Okay, and I will find the artifact next time because this episode has been long enough. So I'm going to save and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!